Welcome to November, folks. As the last leaves fall and the days grow shorter, North America is preparing for a dramatic weather story that will play out from coast to coast. This month, the continent is split in two, with each side experiencing a completely different version of November. Mother Nature is setting up a classic atmospheric battleground across North America. The weather map tells the tale. A deep blue trough plunges into the east, while a bold red ridge rises in the west. These features are more than just colors on a map. They represent powerful forces shaping our daily lives. The eastern half of the US and Canada is bracing for a significant blast of cold air, feeling more like winter than autumn. Cities from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic are waking up to frosty mornings, icy winds, and even the first snowflakes of the season. People are digging out their heavy coats and scarves, and the parks are quiet except for the crunch of boots on frozen leaves. Meanwhile, the West Coast will enjoy mild, sunny weather, thanks to a strong ridge of high pressure blocking storms. From Seattle to San Diego, the skies are clear, the air is gentle, and people are flocking outdoors to soak up the sunshine. It's a November that feels more like late summer, with beachgoers and hikers taking full advantage of the calm. This stark contrast is driven by the jet stream's dramatic nosedive over the east, bringing cold air, while bulging north over the west, allowing warmth. The jet stream acts like a giant river of air, steering storms and temperatures. When it dips, it opens the door for Arctic air to spill south. When it rises, it locks in warmth and keeps storms at bay. This setup creates a clear dividing line, with two different weather stories unfolding. On one side, winter is arriving early. On the other, autumn lingers on, gentle and bright. It's a tale of two coasts, each with its own challenges and opportunities. Understanding this divide is key to grasping the weather for the next few weeks. Meteorologists are closely watching this pattern as it will influence everything from travel plans to energy use, and even the timing of the first big snowstorms. The cold in the east will fuel storms, while the warmth in the west keeps things quiet. Expect slippery roads, school delays, and winter hazards in the east, while the west enjoys tranquil days and outdoor activities. As we move through the month, we'll watch for shifts in this jet stream pattern for any significant changes. A sudden swing could bring storms to the west, or a brief warm-up to the east, so staying informed is more important than ever. For now, prepare for a chilly start in the east, and enjoy the mild days in the west. No matter where you are, November is a month of change, so keep an eye on the sky, and get ready for whatever weather story your coast will tell. Let's dive into the fascinating world of meteorology to understand what's really happening in our skies right now. When we talk about dramatic weather shifts, it's often the jet stream that plays a starring role. This high-altitude river of fast-moving air acts like a boundary between warm and cold air masses, and its movements can have huge impacts on our daily weather. Right now, it's the jet stream that's behind the big chill gripping the east. If you've stepped outside lately, you've probably noticed the biting wind and the need for extra layers, even in places that are usually milder this time of year. A massive dip, or trough, in the jet stream has developed, creating a pathway for frigid Arctic air to surge southward. This isn't just a minor fluctuation, it's a significant shift that's allowing cold air from the far north to pour directly into the eastern United States, reaching areas that rarely see such early season cold. This isn't just cool air. It's genuine Canadian cold, surging down the east coast and even pushing into the southeast. The air mass is dense, dry, and carries that unmistakable sting, making it feel even colder than the thermometer might suggest. What makes this event even more remarkable is its persistence. This deep trough in the jet stream is expected to lock in place, keeping the cold entrenched for at least the first 10 to 14 days of November. That means day after day of below-average temperatures, with little relief in sight. States from New England all the way down to Florida will experience temperatures running 5 to 15 degrees below what's typical for this time of year. Even cities in the deep south, where November usually brings mild weather, are waking up to frosty mornings and chilly afternoons. This prolonged cold snap isn't just uncomfortable, it has real-world impacts. Heating costs are expected to rise as furnaces and heaters work overtime. Late-season crops are at risk, with farmers scrambling to protect their harvests from unexpected frost and freeze conditions. Even on days when the sun is shining brightly, the air mass is so cold that temperatures will struggle to climb. You might see blue skies, but you'll still need your winter coat, gloves, and maybe even a hat. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the jet stream for any signs of change. If the trough begins to weaken or shift, it could signal a return to more typical weather patterns. Until then, we'll be watching for any hints of moderation. For now, the East remains firmly in the grip of an early winter preview, offering a taste of what could be a long, cold season ahead. Stay warm, and keep an eye on the forecast as this unusual pattern continues to unfold. A powerful cold air outbreak is sweeping across the eastern United States, bringing a dramatic shift in weather patterns. This surge of Arctic air is not only affecting the Northeast and Midwest, but is also making its way deep into the southern states, reaching all the way down to Florida. For a region that's more accustomed to balmy breezes and sunshine, this sudden chill is both surprising and significant. The cold front will push through the deep south, with Florida right in its path. Residents and visitors alike will notice a stark difference as the air turns brisk and the skies take on a wintry hue, a rare sight for this time of year in the Sunshine State. Temperatures are expected to tumble into the 40s and 50s, which is a notable departure from the usual warmth. For many Floridians, this means reaching for jackets and sweaters that often stay tucked away until much later in the season. Early risers will feel the chill most acutely, especially during the morning hours. The heart of this cold air mass will linger over the southeast for several consecutive nights. This extended period of low temperatures raises concerns for local agriculture, as frost could threaten sensitive crops and impact farmers who are unaccustomed to such early season cold. Rural areas and open fields are especially vulnerable to these frosty mornings. Urban centers like Atlanta and Orlando will also feel the effects. People will be bundling up as they head out, and for many households, heating systems will be running earlier than usual. The sudden need for warmth will be felt in both bustling cities and quiet neighborhoods. Unlike a typical cold snap that passes quickly, this chilly pattern is forecast to persist through at least mid-November. That means several days of below-average temperatures, with little relief in sight. Residents should prepare for a stretch of unseasonably cool weather, rather than just a brief dip. Clear skies and dry air will allow for rapid cooling overnight, leading to some of the coldest mornings of the season so far. With little cloud cover to trap warmth, temperatures will drop quickly after sunset, and early risers may even see their breath in the morning air. The duration and intensity of this cold spell are highly unusual for the southeast. For many, it will feel as if winter has arrived weeks ahead of schedule, catching both locals and visitors off guard. Even iconic palm trees and subtropical landscapes will be touched by the chill. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the situation, as some locations could approach or even break daily record-low temperatures. If the cold persists, we may see headlines about new records being set across the region, adding to the historic nature of this event. For anyone traveling to or within the southeast, it's wise to pack extra layers. While afternoons may still offer some sunshine and milder conditions, mornings and evenings will be brisk. Scarves, hats, and jackets will be essential for comfort during this unusual cold snap. This rare event serves as a reminder that even in the heart of the South, winter's reach can be felt when we least expect it. As the region braces for several days of cold, it's a good time to check on neighbors, protect sensitive plants, and enjoy the novelty of a southern cold snap. A major storm system is set to deliver a powerful punch to the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. This isn't your average autumn storm, it's drawing in tropical moisture, increasing rainfall and thunderstorm activity. As it moves up the coast, it will dump significant rain, with some areas seeing 3 to 4 inches. The primary threat is isolated flash flooding, especially in low-lying areas and urban regions. Southern New England should be on high alert for flash flood warnings. This storm is a classic example of a strong upper-level trough interacting with a coastal low-pressure system. The result is a formidable rainmaker, impacting millions from Maryland to Maine. Be prepared for a soggy and stormy end to the week across the Northeast Corridor. Stay aware of local watches and warnings to stay safe. With a powerful storm tapping into tropical air, there's a risk of severe weather, including tornadoes. The primary concern is for isolated, brief spin-up tornadoes in parts of Maryland, southern Pennsylvania, and Delaware. These quick tornadoes can develop with little warning, embedded within heavy rain lines. The Storm Prediction Center has highlighted this area for a marginal risk of severe storms. As the storm moves north, the tornado risk diminishes, transitioning to heavy rain and strong winds. It's a reminder that severe weather isn't just a spring and summer phenomenon. Powerful autumn storms with tropical connections can produce tornadoes. Have multiple ways to receive weather warnings and be ready to move to safety if needed. While the risk is low, being prepared is always the best course of action. This northeast storm isn't just about rain, it's also a significant windmaker. As the low-pressure system intensifies, expect strong winds, especially along the New England coast. Wind gusts could reach up to 50 miles per hour, causing power outages and coastal flooding. Inland, gusty winds will make conditions raw and unpleasant with the rain. As the storm pulls away, winds will shift, bringing colder air and significant wind chills. This combination of rain and strong winds will make for a miserable end of the week. Secure loose outdoor items before the strongest winds arrive. The storm brings not only drenching rain but also potentially damaging winds across the region. Be prepared for power outages and difficult driving conditions. With cold air pouring into the east, snow is on the horizon. As the northeast storm pulls away, rain will change to snow in higher elevations. By Saturday, expect accumulating snow in the Appalachians and northern New England ski resorts. A separate system will bring light snow to the northern plains, with 1 to 2 inches expected. Canada will see the beginning of true winter conditions, with snow moving into southern and central regions. The Northwest is already experiencing winter, with significant snow in the mountains. This snowpack is crucial for the water supply and ski resorts. While the East gets its first taste, the Northwest is building a solid winter foundation. Winter is on its way, with snow making its debut in several regions. After a cold start to November, a major pattern change is on the horizon. The trough over the east will weaken, while the ridge in the west expands eastward. This will lead to a significant warm-up across most of the country. Warmer air from the Pacific will flood the continent, bringing near-average or above-average temperatures. This milder pattern will last for about a week, providing a break from the early November chill. The jet stream will relax, allowing milder Pacific air to dominate the U.S. This mid-month thaw will break November into 2 distinct halves, cold and mild. Enjoy the warm-up while it lasts, as it may not stick around for the entire second half of the month. It's a great example of the natural variability of our weather patterns. As November ends and December begins, expect more fluctuations in the weather. After the mid-month mild spell, another major cool-down is possible. November will feature a cold start, a mild interlude, and potentially a return to colder conditions. The first half will be dominated by a deep trough in the east and a strong ridge in the west. This pattern will fuel a major storm in the northeast and bring snow to the northern plains in Canada. Mid-month, the pattern will flip, leading to a substantial warm-up across the country. This milder period will last about a week, offering classic fall weather. As December approaches, another trough could bring more Arctic air southward. Be prepared for a month of transition, with a dramatic cold start, a mild middle, and a potential wintry finish.